Ever caught your reflection and wondered, what's happened to my hair? Those go-to styles just don't hit the same anymore. It's thinner, drier, or stubbornly unmanageable. And despite your best efforts, it never quite recaptures its former glory. You're in good company. With age, our hair undergoes significant transformations. Yet many women over 60 unknowingly persist with habits that aren't doing them any favors. Today, I'm uncovering 10 frequent hair blunders that might be adding years to your look. More crucially, I'll share straightforward solutions to revitalize your hair, giving it volume, vitality, and a more becoming appearance. Take Susan, 68, who came to my salon feeling overlooked and departed with happy tears, feeling truly seen and beautiful for the first time in ages. Before we jump in, I'd love to know, what's your top hair challenge at the moment? Share in the comments and let's discuss. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Overlooking hair thinning. Ever glanced in the mirror and sensed your hair's lost its former glory? That once voluminous, lively style now seems lackluster, and no amount of fluffing or product revives its bounce. You're not the only one. By their 60s and beyond, more than half of women notice significant hair thinning, according to a 2023 study from the American Academy of Dermatology. What's to blame? Hormonal changes. With declining estrogen, hair regrows finer and more delicate. But hormones aren't the sole factor. Aging naturally reduces scalp circulation, so fewer nutrients nourish your hair roots. This results in slower growth, more shedding, and less density. For many, this shift impacts more than looks. It hits self-esteem. Thinning hair can leave you feeling unseen, unlike yourself, and even reluctant to socialize. But hey, the silver lining? There are straightforward, powerful methods to reclaim volume and vitality. So let's talk about selecting the right hairstyle. Layers can create an impression of abundance. Rather than dense, blunt cuts that drag hair down, layers introduce motion, making hair seem thicker. Now let's enhance scalp circulation. Imagine your scalp as fertile ground. Without nutrients, growth stalls. Using a scalp massager for a few minutes each day boosts blood flow, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your roots. Nourish hair from the inside. Biotin and vitamin D are crucial for robust, healthy hair. Many women over 60 lack vitamin D, which can weaken hair roots. After consulting your doctor, a supplement might help foster stronger, denser strands. Take Linda, 70, who once delighted in styling her hair, but noticed her ponytail thinning and her scalp peeking through in pictures. She withdrew from gatherings, feeling eyes on her hair rather than her. Then, she opted for a layered cut, began using a volumizing foam, and incorporated biotin into her regimen. In just 6 weeks, her hair appeared markedly fuller. More significantly, her self-assurance rebounded. She started organizing events again, receiving praise for her hair instead of fretting over it. Thinning hair doesn't equate to resigning to looking older than you feel. With a few adjustments, you can recapture volume, elevate your confidence, and adore your reflection once more. Has your hair been thinning? Share your experience in the comments. Mistake number 2. Choosing unsuitable shampoo and conditioner. Have you sensed your hair becoming drier lately? Or perhaps it feels heavy, lackluster, and tricky to style. Aging might not be the only factor. Your hair care products could be to blame. As we age, our scalps generate less natural oil, leaving hair more susceptible to dryness. Here's the issue. Many shampoos, particularly those from drugstores, include sulfates, aggressive cleansers that remove the scant moisture your hair retains. The outcome? Fragile, frizzy, and parched strands. Conversely, some women attempt to counteract dryness with dense, luxurious conditioners. Yet instead of nurturing fine or thinning hair, these rich blends often deposit a greasy film, flattening hair and robbing it of volume. What's the solution? Transition to sulfate-free shampoo. These shampoos clean delicately without depleting moisture. Seek out products with moisturizing components like aloe, glycerin, or coconut oil. Select airy conditioners. Rather than thick, creamy types, choose conditioners marked as volumizing or for fine hair. They hydrate without residue, preserving hair's bounce and fullness. Deep condition once a week. Aging hair still craves moisture, but in balance. A weekly deep conditioning session restores suppleness and luster without overburdening your strands. Take Emily, 65, who had stuck with the same shampoo and conditioner for years. As her hair evolved, she found it dry at the tips but greasy at the roots, no matter her washing frequency. After adopting a sulfate-free shampoo and a feather-light conditioner, her hair underwent a remarkable change. In just a month, she observed increased volume, reduced frizz, and a natural gloss absent for years. Desire healthier, more cooperative hair? It might be time to reassess your shower essentials. Which shampoo and conditioner do you use? Share in the comments. Mistake number 3, clinging to an old-fashioned hairstyle. Ever gazed into the mirror and felt something wasn't quite right, but couldn't pinpoint what? Sometimes, it's not merely thinning or graying hair, it's the style itself. Many women over 60 maintain the same hairstyle from their 40s or 50s, believing it's their best look. However, what flattered you then might now be adding years to your appearance. Why? Rigid, heavily sprayed hair appears artificial and produces a severe, antiquated impression. Tightly curled or back-combed hair can highlight thinning, making it seem even scantier. Blunt, weighty styles can pull your face downward, accentuating lines rather than smoothing them. So what's the remedy? Gentle face framing layers. Incorporating soft layers around the face introduces motion and a more contemporary, youthful vibe. Delicate side-swept bangs. A subtle side fringe softens facial contours, brightening and lifting your visage. Steer clear of helmet hair. Excessively structured styles can age you. Instead, celebrate your hair's natural form, be it wavy, curly, or straight. Consider Sarah, 66, who had sported the same tight perm since the 1980s, convinced it was her trademark. Over time, it began to make her look weary and outmoded. When she eventually chose a gentle layered bob with natural waves, she was amazed at how much more youthful and vibrant she appeared. Even her partner took notice. The ideal hairstyle shouldn't anchor you in the past. It should honor your current self. If you're hesitant about revamping your look, request a minor adjustment from your stylist first. The impact might astonish you. Have you refreshed your hairstyle lately? Let us know in the comments. Mistake number 4, excessive use of heat styling tools. Many women over 60 depend on heat to tame their hair, be it with curling wands, straighteners, or hair dryers. But the reality is, daily heat styling can inflict severe harm on aging hair. Why is this an issue? With age, hair becomes parched and more delicate, rendering it highly susceptible to heat-induced damage. Prolonged use of heat tools saps the hair shaft's strength, resulting in split ends, frizz, and snapping. Too much heat depletes moisture, leaving hair brittle and dull rather than supple and vibrant. So, the solution here is pretty straightforward. Reduce the heat. If you find that heat styling is necessary, try to keep those temperatures under 300 degrees Fahrenheit to really minimize any potential damage. Don't forget to apply a heat protectant. It's always a good idea to mist on a light heat protectant before you start styling. This step is crucial to defend your hair against that intense heat. It's important to restrict heat styling to just once or twice a week. By doing so, you allow your hair some intervals between styling sessions, giving it a chance to let those natural oils replenish the moisture it needs. Adopt heatless styling methods. Air dry your hair when feasible. Use Velcro rollers for volume without heat. Braid your hair loosely before bed for gentle, natural waves by morning. A real-world example. Rachel, 64, straightened her hair every day. Gradually, her hair turned dry, sparse, and breakage-prone. Her hairdresser proposed a heat cleanse, cutting back to heat styling just once weekly. She switched to foam rollers for lift and air drying with a leave-in conditioner. In 2 months, her hair appeared healthier, glossier, and more abundant. Plus, she gained an extra 20 minutes each morning. Your hair can look fantastic without scorching heat. Often, less is indeed more. How frequently do you reach for heat tools? Share in the comments. Mistake number 5. Persisting with the same deep hair color. You know, many women keep coloring their hair in the same rich brown or black they sported in their 30s. Yet as we age, our complexion mellows, and intense dark hues can inadvertently age us. Why does this happen? Well, profound uniform colors starkly contrast with seasoned skin, drawing attention to fine lines and creases. Dark dyes can seem one-dimensional and artificial, making hair look burdensome instead of lively. Prominent gray roots stand out sharply against dark colors, necessitating regular maintenance. The remedy: lighten your tone. Instead of pitch black or deep brown, choose a marginally lighter shade like warm walnut, golden brown, or gentle auburn. Introduce depth. Effortless highlights or balayage produce a natural sunlit effect that gentles your features. Think about gray integration. If you're moving towards natural gray, a stylist can merge silver strands with cool tones for a refined, sophisticated appearance. A true story. Patricia, 69, had used box dye to keep her hair dark brown for a quarter century. Her hairdresser recommended a gradual shift, tender caramel highlights framing her face and a lighter brown foundation. The outcome? Her face seemed more radiant, her hair had greater fluidity, and she felt authentic again, free from incessant root upkeep. If you're still clinging to the same dark color from years past, ponder a transformation. It might shave years off your look. Would you consider a gentler hair color? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Mistake number 6. Employing inappropriate products for gray hair. Adopting your natural gray can be a stunning, liberating decision, but it hinges on using the correct products to ensure it remains lively and healthy. Many women inadvertently use shampoos and conditioners that render their silver locks lackluster, discolored, or parched. Why is this an issue? Gray hair often feels rougher and drier because of diminished natural oil secretion. Standard shampoos containing sulfates can rob moisture, leaving hair feeling stiff. Gray hair is more susceptible to yellowing due to product residue, environmental pollutants, and even mineral-rich water. The solution: incorporate a purple shampoo weekly to counteract brassiness and preserve the brightness of gray hair. Choose moisturizing conditioners with light oils such as argan or jojoba to keep hair soft without heaviness. Shield from heat and sunlight. UV rays can yellow gray hair. A leave-in conditioner with UV filters can avert discoloration. A real-life account. Carol, 66, possessed lovely silver hair, but thought it appeared drab and uninspired. Upon changing to a sulfate-free purple shampoo and introducing a weekly deep conditioning ritual, her hair turned glossier, silkier, and more luminous than before, garnering her countless admirers. If you've welcomed your natural gray, are you utilizing the best products to maintain its splendor? Share in the comments. Mistake number 7. Neglecting routine trims. Many women over 60 shy away from trims to preserve length, but paradoxically, foregoing trims causes hair to appear finer and more brittle as time passes. Why is this problematic? Hair growth decelerates with age, rendering split ends more conspicuous. Wispy, untrimmed tips can make hair seem even scarcer. Lengthy, formless hair can weigh down your features, adding years to your appearance. The remedy: schedule a trim every 6 to 8 weeks to sustain robust, healthy hair. Choose gentle layers to instill volume without forfeiting length. For those with longer hair, frequent dusting, snipping just the very tips, aids in stopping split ends from ascending the strand. A true story. Margaret, 71, hadn't cut her hair in more than a year, believing it would aid in lengthening. Instead, her hair appeared straggly and dull. After pledging to trims every 8 weeks, she observed her hair seemed more abundant, healthier, and better shaped, all while keeping her desired length. Have you been dodging haircuts? A minor trim could significantly enhance how young and vibrant your hair appears. Mistake number 8. Opting for overly tight hairstyles. It's simple to fall into the routine of tying your hair back in a snug ponytail, bun, or braid, particularly when time is short. But were you aware that frequently wearing tight hairstyles can result in lasting hair loss? Many women are unaware that these styles exert persistent pressure on the scalp, which can cause thinning, snapping, and even traction alopecia, a disorder where hair roots are so impaired they cease producing new hair. Why is this an issue? Tight hairstyles compromise hair roots, leading to progressive hair loss near the temples, hairline, and top of the head. Continuous tugging aggravates the scalp, heightening sensitivity and susceptibility to inflammation. Breakage becomes more frequent, particularly as hair naturally thins and weakens with age. Over time, sustained tension can induce irreversible hair loss, complicating new hair growth. The solution: ease your style. Exchange tight ponytails and buns for gentle, low-positioned hairstyles that avoid pulling on the scalp. Employ cloth-wrapped hair ties or silk scrunchies rather than constrictive elastics to avert breakage. Experiment with varied styles. A relaxed braid, tender waves, or softly secured updos can remain sophisticated without stressing your roots. Allow your scalp respite. If you often wear your hair up, ensure you switch styles to alleviate pressure on the same spots. A real-world example. Laura, 66, had consistently worn a tight, smoothed-back bun daily. It was convenient, tidy, and kept her hair out of the way. However, over the years, she began to see thinning at her temples and fine hairs that never grew longer. Upon consulting her hairdresser, she discovered her hairstyle was the culprit behind her hair loss. She transitioned to looser buns, adopted a silk pillowcase, and initiated daily scalp massages. After several months, she observed reduced breakage, thicker hair, and even some new growth along her hairline. If you've been sporting tight hairstyles for years, it's not too late to make a change. Offer your hair the opportunity to recuperate by lessening tension, employing kinder styling methods, and tending to your scalp. The improvement might astonish you. Mistake number 9. Overlooking hydration and nourishment. Many women concentrate on shampoos, conditioners, and styling techniques to enhance their hair. Yet what you consume is just as vital as what you apply to your hair. Past 60, your hair grows more delicate, drier, and finer. A primary cause is insufficient hydration and nutrition. Why is this problematic? Dehydration results in fragile, dull hair. Insufficient water intake deprives your hair of its inherent moisture, making it breakage-prone. Nutritional shortfalls lead to thinning. Deficiencies in biotin, vitamin D, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids can decelerate hair growth and trigger excessive shedding. Excessive caffeine and alcohol can parch hair and deplete vital nutrients. Omitting protein denies your hair the essential components for strength. The remedy: consume adequate water each day. Strive for at least 6 to 8 glasses to hydrate hair internally. Adopt a diet abundant in protein. Eggs, salmon, nuts, and lean meats all fortify hair strands and encourage growth. Elevate your vitamin intake. Foods high in biotin like almonds, iron such as spinach, and omega-3s like flax seeds and fish foster denser, healthier hair. Reduce processed foods, caffeine, and alcohol, which can strip your body of crucial nutrients for hair wellness. Contemplate supplements, but consult your physician first. Many women over 60 find collagen, vitamin D, and omega-3 supplements beneficial for hair, skin, and nails. A true account. Elizabeth, 69, battled with dry, brittle hair that constantly snapped. She experimented with numerous deep conditioners and oil treatments to no avail. Then, her hairdresser posed a straightforward query. "Are you drinking enough water?" She admitted she wasn't. She began drinking 8 glasses daily, incorporated salmon and spinach into her diet, and started a biotin supplement. In 2 months, she saw reduced breakage, glossier hair, and even new growth at her hairline. Gorgeous hair originates from within. If you desire thicker, healthier, and more lustrous hair after 60, don't solely depend on hair products. Nourish your body with proper hydration and nutrition. Your hair will be grateful. Mistake number 10. Failing to utilize accessories to enhance your appearance. Many women over 60 dismiss the potential of hair accessories, assuming they're solely for the young. However, the reality is that the appropriate accessory can immediately uplift your style, infuse character, and even create the illusion of fuller hair. Why is this an issue? Without accessories, hair can seem unadorned or incomplete, particularly if it lacks body. Thinning hair can be more conspicuous without clever styling aids. Many women adhere to the same basic hairstyles, overlooking the chance to introduce grace, tenderness, or playfulness to their look. The solution: employ hair clips and barrettes to fashion shape and volume, notably at the sides or top. Experiment with headbands or silk scarves to bring color and depth while concealing thinning spots. Gentle scrunchies or claw clips are kind to delicate hair and aid in averting breakage. They're such a simple switch, but they can make a world of difference. Play with chic hats. They serve not only as sunshields but also as an easy means to appear refined. It's like adding a touch of elegance with minimal effort. A real-life tale. Catherine, 72, had invariably worn her hair in a plain low ponytail. As her hair thinned, she felt her style waning. Then, her granddaughter presented her with a lovely silk headband. Initially reluctant, she tried it on and was amazed at how it softened her features and made her hair seem more abundant. It's those little changes, that can really boost your confidence. She began to explore various headbands, ornamental clips, and sophisticated pins. For the first time in years, she felt fashionable and self-assured. Accessories aren't exclusive to the young. They're for anyone wishing to effortlessly amplify their style. A minor touch like a headband, scarf, or graceful clip can revolutionize your appearance, impart volume, and lend your hair a polished, cohesive feel. Brief summary of the 10 mistakes. For hair thinning, consider scalp massages and cuts that add volume. If your style is outdated, update it with gentle layers and natural flow. Excessive heat, reduce the temperature and apply protectants. Wrong color, opt for softer mixed tones for a fresher look. Neglecting trims, keep your hair's form with cuts every 8 to 10 weeks. I'd love to know, which of these mistakes have you committed? By steering clear of these common hair blunders, you're not merely enhancing your looks. You're elevating your self-esteem and celebrating your beauty at every life stage.